Now we're ready to attach fletching to our arrow shaft. I have a shortened version here just for demo purposes. I've already cut out a notch here, and I've already applied some whipping around the base of it to keep it from splitting out, especially in the case of a very powerful bow. Alright, so what I'm going to do is take a feather, find out which one you want to be the cock feather or the feather that's going to be out or perpendicular to the bowstring. And it's usually one that's discolored. Maybe it's a darker or different color, so you can see on sight that it's the feather to be out. And you take the tail end that you cut here and just bend it down in this method. So I'm just going to put a bend in it, like so. Just bend it down. It's the right angle like this. Okay. Okay. So you get this nice bend here. So you want to do this in all of your fletching, your feathers here. And just bend this down at the base, just like so. So I got all three of them bent. Okay. Next, I'm going to take my cock feather, which is this one. This one's pretty stiff here. And I want to line it up with, I want to line it up so that it is perpendicular to the top of the notch here, okay? Because this is where the bowstring will slide in, alright? So we want this cock feather to be perpendicular to where the bowstring is going to fit in, alright? And sometimes you have to eyeball it, and when we get to wrapping this on, what ends up happening is you kind of lose it a little bit. What I like to do is sometimes use a jig like this that I've created, and all it is just, you know, an equilateral triangle here, and I go ahead and I stick my shaft through the center, and I can take a pencil or a mark here, and I can kind of mark where I want my cock feather to go, okay? And then I can mark where the other feathers go. So you can make yourself something like this, but you know, again, for a completely primitive standpoint, you really don't need that. You're just going to eyeball it. Again, you're just trying to create drag. All right. So another thing to keep in consideration is if you are hunting, then you want to make sure that you leave enough room for your fingers so that the fletching doesn't rub when you go to put your arrow into your bow. All right, onto your bowstring. So make sure you give yourself enough room down the shaft when you're putting this in, so that your fingers don't rub the fletching.